Okay, teachers, I'm going to try and help you out and save you a little bit of time creating an Excel spreadsheet that's going to contain your SPG scores, your interim grade, and your Fontes and Pinnell. Last 9 weeks, in the first quarter, you guys put in grades in your classes, and it had to contain your interim score. And when you went here and you did district assessment, you put in your pre-test. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to get all your students' names and student numbers on a spreadsheet along with their interim score into one document, and then make it a little bit simpler on you. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go to your grade book. Next thing you need to do is go down, make sure that you're on first quarter tab. Okay, and the next thing you need to do is to make sure that you are on your reading tab, okay, because that contains one of your interim scores on there. Okay, next thing you need to do is to look all the way over to the right where you see quarter one. Right below it, you'll see a little drop down. Okay, if I click this little thing that says export grades, it's going to export all the grades that you see in the grade book for that reading tab onto an Excel spreadsheet. It will also contain a column with their student number and their student names, so you're not going to have to type all that stuff over. Okay, if I'm doing this in Internet Explorer, once I press export grades, I think a window pops up and asks you where you want to save the file. I'm doing it currently in Chrome, so when you do it on Chrome and I press export grades, if you look over on the bottom, you'll see a little pop-up come up, and it shows you that you downloaded the file. So go ahead and click on the file. If you've done it in Internet Explorer, open up the file that comes out of it, and you're going to see a spreadsheet. And on that spreadsheet, column A is their student name, column B is their student ID. Starting with column C is going to be all the grades that you input. Okay, so one of these grades is going to be your interim grade. Okay, so that's the one that you want to keep. The rest of these grades you want to be able to delete. So I'm going to show you how to delete those quickly. So I go all the way over to where my grades start, and for all the columns I don't want, I just click on the top of the column, not in the bottom, but actually on the letter C. Okay, so I click and hold, and I'm selecting all the columns next to it. Now I want to delete those columns. I right click on there, and I click delete. Okay. Once again, I'm going to do it all the way over, and I'm going to keep on doing it. You can do it in one shot. I'm using a modified little tiny window here to hide student information. So you're going to do it, and you'll see the option delete. I drop down over here. It's right below insert. So I'll go delete. I'm going to keep on going until I get to, I want to keep this column G right here. So I want to delete everything else. And there are 2 more columns after that I'm going to delete. I click delete. So now you will see that you have a column with the names, student ID, and the interim score. Then you'll have 2 columns right there. You can fill in SPG, and you can fill in Fontes and Pinnell. Okay, you're going to have to manually enter your SPG and your Fontes and Pinnell scores in there. To get your Fontes and Pinnell score, I believe they're already on a spreadsheet. All the data that you are collecting, and put it on that spreadsheet that you have for Dr. Solomon. Just basically you can highlight that column, copy, and paste in there. If all your students are in alphabetical order on that sheet, it'll transfer over nicely, or you can just type them in. As for the SPG, just go to that column. If I pull up my grade book again and I go to district assessments, go to that column right there. You can't copy and paste these in there, but they're there for you to look at and drop them onto the spreadsheet. At least you don't have to type all the students' names, their student numbers, and at least you get one of those things, the interim, entered in on the sheet, and the only thing you have to do is drop in the column for the SPG and the Fontes and Pinnell scores. For the math thing, you can do the same exact process. You can start off the same way. It'll pull in your interim score, delete those 1 columns, drop in the SPG scores. If there's a different column, it won't be Fontes and Pinnell, obviously. It's, I don't know, use Big 20 or whatever it is that you use. It'll at least help you out and save you a few steps. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, send me an email, stop me in the hallway. I'll come by your room and help you out. Have a great day.